Hello, good morning. Happy Monday. It is the last day of January, and that means month-end money review, month-end money pulse check time. You may notice that my background is different than usual, and that's because I am currently in Los Angeles. I'm heading back to Austin tomorrow, but my boyfriend and I came very spontaneously for a long weekend to surprise some family. And so I am tuning in from here. But guess what? I can work from anywhere thanks to City Girl Savings. So, got to show up last day of the month end money review. So, let's talk about my January month. From a business perspective, great month. From a personal perspective, not so great of a month. I did have some wins, which I will start with because I always like to start with a positive. But I will say that I spent about $100 more than I had come in during the month. So, not a great way to start the year, but that's okay. I started the month with a positive balance, so it does even out, but still, in looking at it from a holistic month perspective, I definitely spent more than I made. And that is a recipe for financial disaster. I do not recommend it. That is not how you get ahead financially. So I have some making up to do in February, but kind of starting at the top with some positives. I came in under budget for my meals out category. I only gave myself $200 for the month for January, and I spent $138 in the entire month on coffees, on going out to eat. I am so proud of myself because this is a category that is constantly over budget. So very happy there. And then kind of starting at the top, I didn't save as much as I wanted to this month because obviously I was functioning in the negative. I did manage to save, just not as much as I had planned. My housing and grocery categories were right on par, broke even, good there. Personal bills was actually much higher than expected this month. I had 2 annual expenses that just kind of popped up and took me for a ride. So that definitely threw me off in that category. I also had a pet grooming appointment. So that kind of caused that category to go up as well. Transportation, I was a little bit over budget. I did have an extra gas expense, one more than I was expecting for the month. So I keep it pretty tight in that category. So any extra tank of gas really throws me off. Meals out, you already know I killed it there, so I'm happy about that. I did donate this month because I didn't last month, so I got to make up for lost time there. I was over budget in my fun spending category. I did have some purchases like books and things like that I wanted to make, and I made them. So that caused me to go over budget there. And everything else is pretty much a wrap. I didn't really put much towards my goals outside of my regular savings. So like I mentioned, I have some making up to do in February, but that's okay. It's not what happens that matters the most. It's how you react and bounce back to what had previously happened, right? So I'm not going to be hard on myself. I'm not going to, be mad at myself or ashamed or embarrassed. Stuff happens. How am I going to move forward? And I'm going to move forward the best way I possibly can to make up for lost time, but also to show myself that, hey, I'm human. It's okay. And I encourage you, if you're struggling with your budget, to do the exact same. Give yourself some grace. It's totally fine. Nobody's perfect, but it's the bounce back that counts. So before I end this live stream, I want to share that I have a new podcast episode out today. It's the 10 biggest lessons I've learned in running my business. I'm going to link to it in the chat or the comments just so you can check it out. But yes, the City Girl Savings Podcast is here. It exists. I'm so excited. And it's been 1 month's worth of great shows every week. So definitely check it out. And I will see you same time next month. Have a good one, everyone.